Welcome into week 11 of The Butcher versus the Dance Instructor, presented by LB's Meat Market. I'm Neil McCready, joined as always by my good friend Greg Jones. LB's Meat Market here in Oxford, 2008 University Avenue. We'll tell you about LB's in just a moment. Caroline McCready back in Northwest Arkansas after almost a week in Oxford. It was really fun having Caroline at home, and she was in the studio last week for the big show. But she's got a big girl.
A week home as an only child, right?
Week home as an only child. It was really nice. It was really nice. I love my other children. I mean, I love Campbell and Carson also. It would be
but awesome. I've never been the only one at home ever.
Yeah, you really haven't. Like, we had Campbell for almost 2 years, and then you showed up, and then y'all left, and we had Carson basically as an only child for most of 4 years. Yeah, so it was kind of fun to have just Caroline Francis running around the house, Greg. It was kind of nice, you know. Laura tried to baby her, loaded her car full of stuff on the way home, and
yeah, she was giving me the entire pantry.
Really? Just the entire pantry?
He was like, do you want these noodles? Do you want these crackers? Do you want, like, it's like, do you want these cans of soup? Do you want, anything you can think of?
Yeah.
I got protein bars. I got Cokes. I got a lot of things.
Laura misses her babies,
It's
Greg.
hard not to load them up. You just got to, sometimes you're just like, because you don't know if they're eating. Like, honey, here's some crackers. Here's some box of noodles that's been in our pantry for about 2.5 years that be right up your alley.
Yeah, she had Carson on the phone the other day, and she goes, "Are you eating?" And I was like, "Come on, of course he's eating. I mean, he's got a meal plan. He uses it. I mean, do you think he's just starving all of a sudden? Of course he's finding food, but she's just making sure her babies are properly nourished."
Yep.
All right.
They grow up quick, Neil. I'm pretty sure y'all had a moment as she was pulling out of the driveway, like, golly, I can just remember her, like, just yay tall.
We didn't have that moment, but it's funny you say that because Caroline left on Sunday morning, and I had 10 thoughts to do. I had stuff to do, and so my mind was going, but for just a minute, you have that kind of emotional little thing that kicks up. You have that little lump in your throat about, they're leaving, and then it kind of goes away once you get the text, "Hey, I'm home," and we follow, like, we have the Find My Friends app, so we know we're.
Oh yeah, you gotta have that.
When they drive, like, you kind of watch their progress, and once they get back where they're going, you kind of relax, and you're like, okay, we're back to normal. I'm fine now. I'm not an emotional wreck. But there's like a little 5-minute period where you get a little emotional about one of your babies pulling out of the driveway and leaving.
For sure. Yeah, I went to Kentucky, and I got to go to the horse sale and everything. And my friend Jake, his son, is like real active now. He's like almost turned 3, and I've known him since like he was 8-9 months old. And so whenever I walk in, he calls me Meat Man. He's like, Meat Man. He's got a head full of hair, and I'm like, wow. I was like, this kid is growing, and it's just like crazy to, see how fast they grow up.
Meat Man, that's a fun nickname.
That is a good nickname.
Oh yeah, that's my Kentucky man. It's kind of really funny that nobody knows me as Greg in Kentucky.
Kyle, thank you for the super chat. He says, updates, Neil, did you ever find the spaghetti with barbecue sauce cookbook update? What are the best game day appetizers? What are the best game day appetizers for game day? He's referring to the
cookbook. Yeah, we got it. I talked to Mom. She's going to let go at least 1 or 2 of her recipes.
Okay.
That mostly requires ribeye sausage and cream cheese. So it's going to be a really, really hard recipe to repeat.
I have sent a request to my mother for that recipe. I've not had that since I was a kid. Maybe she has it. If she has it, I will get it to you, sir. Absolutely. I remember that from I've not had that since I was probably in high school, but I do remember it from back then. And we used to have that, and we used to have chicken and dumplings when I was a kid that I loved.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I never could make the dumplings the way that my mom did them, and so I just stopped. And it's good because I don't need chicken and dumplings right now. I need to be. I'm having
Yeah.
fish tonight, Greg. I'm trying to. Both of my brothers are coming to town in 2 weeks, and right now I'm the fat one, and so I'm super locked into getting less fat than I am right now, so that I can minimize the difference when we're together. So I'm.
Yeah, no, I took a selfie with my buddy with Sacred Wish in the background, and I was like, oh wow, it's like I think I've gained a little weight, but it's that time of the year, you know. It's just hard not to eat. I'm not taking a shot to prevent me from eating. I love eating.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite game day appetizer to both of you?
Oh, man. If you go LB's route, it's got to be jalapeno poppers and duck poppers and that sort of thing, I would think. And, you know, for Caroline, I would think like a dip.
I like sausage balls. I like buffalo chicken dip. I like pigs in a blanket.
I'm a wings guy. Like if you told me I had a week left in life, wings would probably be one of the meals that I would go to. I mean, I love wings.
All flats. All flats.
Yeah.
All flats and crispy. All flat and crispy.
All flat and crispy, preferably. Although, sometimes.
Are you a sauce guy? Do you like sauce? Do you go sauce route or?
Yeah. No, I like dry rub. My favorite is lemon pepper. I think that's my favorite wing, believe it or not, even above buffalo at this point. And I love a good buffalo wing. But no, I don't really like a lot of sauce. And I don't need, like, when people say, do you want blue cheese or ranch? I'll just look at other people at the table and go, do y'all want that? Because you can have it. I'm not going to use it at all. I don't ever do blue cheese or ranch or anything. My favorite game day appetizer, and game days for me are work, so I don't really have a lot of appetizer time. But if I had one, it's probably like nachos. I love nachos like a lot. And so any kind of like really good queso, like Caroline knows this. I mean, I can inhale queso. I love it. So I think we have to be careful keeping that stuff around the house because I have a significant weakness.
I love nachos.
Yeah, I love nachos. I mean, like even the circle chips and the cheap cheese, you know, I even like that. Mm-hmm. Like that's like 5th grade stuff, but I mean, it's still good.
I always like the tin roof nachos, but they take probably 2 hours to get. Because tin roof is so crazy on a game day, but they're good.
Yeah, I bet they are good. I tell you what else is good is LB's Meat Market, 2008 University Avenue in Oxford. We are in weekend number 2 of a 3-game homestand for Ole Miss in what they now hope isn't the last home game of the season, but the last one on the schedule. Last weekend, South Carolina came to town. This weekend, it's the Citadel. And then next weekend, it's the Florida Gators heading in. So going out in Oxford can be kind of busy and can be super expensive, if we're just being honest. I mean, I'm not recommending that you don't frequent the restaurants and bars in Oxford. However, I am saying if you would like to save yourself a little bit and probably have even better food, if you're at an Airbnb, you're at a friend's house, you live here locally, go to LB's. You can call in your order. You can text in your order, 662-259-2999. You can obviously go in and browse. That's fine, too. You're allowed. You don't have to text in your order. You'll save 10% if you text in your order, but you don't have to. You can go in and window shop at all of the finest cuts they have: beef, chicken, pork, seafood, house-made sausages, lots of different sausages. I'm actually going to talk about those in a minute. Like game day appetizers, smoked put the sausage on the big green egg, and then after it cools, slice it. Little grainy mustard, some jalapeños, some
stone mill mustard. Stone mill mustard. Is that what that is? Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Or Dijon, or just plain mustard if you like it. I mean, look, you don't have to be a mustard snob. You can go with just the Kraft yellow mustard. If that makes you happy, hey, go for it. It's kind of like the Christmas tree thing. We've been catching some hell, Greg, because Laura wanted to put the Christmas tree up, and so we did. And my response to that is people go, oh, it's too early to put it up. Okay.
No, it's not. Isn't it supposed to go up like the weekend after? I mean, or like I don't know. I got to Google that.
My thing with the Christmas tree, and it's simple as this. This is, if something as simple and harmless as putting up a tree in the house makes someone happy, then by all means. And it makes Caroline's mom happy. That's as simple as that. It makes her happy to have the tree up. So we put the tree up. She hasn't decorated it yet. We got the stuff out of the attic. She hasn't done it yet, which is got a lot of boxes laying around right now, which
that's probably a lot of work.
It's
a lot of work. Sounds like a lot of work.
But she's going to do some of that. I tape Pete's Pigskin preview tonight. I think she's going to hang ornaments while I'm taping the show. Yeah, I mean, makes you happy. So it's kind of like that with whatever mustard you want to use, whatever you want to do, ranch or blue cheese, or hey man, if something that simple pleases you, go for it. Life's too complicated to make things like that hard. But University Avenue, they got the sausages, the bacon wrapped jalapeños, the stuffed jalapeños, the bacon wrapped green beans, the bacon wrapped asparagus. The green beans are amazing, by the way. Crab cakes, twice baked potatoes, basically whatever you might want for a football weekend. They've got it at LB's. You can call in your order, text in your order, pick it up, and you got a basketball.
The lane train's still here, and he's still $10. I mean, it's just it's an incredible deal. Like literally a 5 to 6 ounce bacon wrap fillet for $10. I mean, you can't even get it at Waffle. You can't even get that at Waffle House.
Ginger in the stream says she would also drink queso. I don't apologize for that. It's phenomenal. Really good queso. Like you heat it up just right. Like don't nuke it in the microwave. If you have time, put it in like a little crock pot and let it heat slowly. Oh, so amazing.
Yeah, well, another thing that's fun about queso is like, when it's almost to the end and it sticks to the side, and you're sitting there like picking up the side, and you're like trying to, like the last bite is like the last thing you'll ever eat,
Yeah, for sure. All right, we're gonna get picks in a minute. What do you got planned for the weekend? Both Greg, what's going on at LB's, and Caroline, what do you have planned for the weekend? Arkansas's got an open date. You don't have football to plan around, so what's going on?
I really don't have much going on. My dance girls are competing in a little, it's for their school team. So I'm going to go to that with my dance teachers. And that's about it. Just hanging out. And then I don't have work on Tuesday, Veterans Day.
Oh.
So I kind of have a long weekend. I'll just have to work on Monday. But it'll be,
Yeah. You get a weekend with a break and then another added day. That's good.
Yeah.
All right, Greg, what about you, Greg?
Watching football, just working at LB's, hopefully slinging some steaks. I don't have anything planned. I took my vacation yesterday and went to Lexington and saw Sacred Wish sell at the Night of the Stars. And so I got my sneak vacation in. So I'm good to go until at least Thanksgiving.
Oh, good. All right. We'll jump into picks. If you're following this competition, this is week 11. If you're following this competition, you're just picking along with Greg and Caroline, you're making money. Greg went 4-2 last week. He's now 52-45, 7 games over 500. Real solid record. Caroline had a struggle of a week. She went 2-4. She's still 23 games over 500 though, 60-37. So Caroline now leads Greg by 8 games. He chopped into the lead. It was 10 games. It's now 8. So congratulations, Greg, on a week victory. That was good for you. You needed to make up some ground in the big competition, and you did. So congrats.
Yeah, I got lucky on the Texas. We got it at 2.5.
Yeah. You came close on that one, Caroline, and then there was another couple that were close.
And Mom picked Oklahoma against Tennessee, so I should have known better. But yeah, Mark Stoops, the coach killer.
Yeah, I thought Hugh Freeze was going to get fired a week earlier in Fayetteville, and then Arkansas blew it, and then Kentucky handled him. Hugh Freeze out.
So I'm pretty sure Stoops signed about a 5 or 6 year extension after that big win.
I don't know what Kentucky's going to do, man. There's different rumors about whether they're going to move on from him, whether they're going to try to get John Summerall locked up, whether John even wants the job. I honestly don't know. I mean, there's still a month left. You know, I mean, we
There's still.
this,
You mean there's actually a playoff to play and a national championship to crown?
but I mean,
Like there's
even for the teams
wow.
like even for the teams like Kentucky that aren't going to a playoff or anything, they still have some games to play that will absolutely impact the way people view them.
This is what it is. You know, it's a money driven world. I mean, you got the governor of Louisiana in charge, and you know who knows. I mean, why not this Tommy Tuberville? He a state representative, and why did he get
he's
involved
a
with
U.S. senator.
the hiring?
He's a United States senator.
Wow, even better.
About
I guess
to be the governor of Alabama in a year. All right, Caroline. This isn't to rub salt. I'm curious. Last week, twice Arkansas had a 14-point lead over Mississippi State. They blew it. That's the end for the Petrino stuff, right? Nobody's still advocating that they take the interim.
I hope. I want us to start from scratch. I want us to start fresh, get a new coach.
basketball season.
It's absolutely the right thing to do.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like I was like, oh my gosh, they're gonna win. Like, I mean, it's just Mississippi State, but they're gonna win, and then they literally blew it.
Yeah,
which they always blow it.
Yeah, they blow it a lot. They need to start over.
They do.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's jump into picks. We start with Mississippi State coming off their win at Arkansas. They are at home this week, 11 a.m. on ESPN. They're entertaining the Georgia Bulldogs, ranked 5th in the country, not only in the polls, but also in the college football playoff. Georgia is 5th. Georgia, Greg, you get to go first since you won the week. Georgia is an 8.5-point favorite.
I've picked Mississippi State all year. I mean, I'm trying to not get rid of the animosity towards any individual or any school or anything. It's trying to start winning money and being a smart bettor. So I think there's just too many points. I think it's a touchdown to a field goal game, and State's sneaky good. So I'm going to take the points at home.
All right, Caroline. He's going to take Mississippi State at home and the 8.5 points against the Georgia Bulldogs. Georgia.
I'm going to take Georgia.
Okay. I'm kind of with you on this one. I actually think Georgia's going to win this one big. I don't really know why. It's just kind of my gut feeling. All right, we leave the SEC for a moment. We go to the Big 12. And based on the college football playoff show that aired on Tuesday night on ESPN, this feels like a really big game. Like the winner of this has a great chance to make the playoff. The loser of this doesn't have a great chance to make the playoffs. It's Brigham Young, ranked 8th in the country. They head to 9th-ranked Texas Tech. This game's 11 a.m. on ABC. Caroline, BYU is a 10-point road underdog.
I'll go with BYU because they're dance team. I don't really know much about these two schools.
Okay. All right, Greg. She's going to take the dance angle. And BYU.
Yeah, and I got to throw the Cougar. Give a shout out to the mascot. He's got some moves too. So it can't all be about the dance team. That mascot's got some moves. So
good point.
We're gonna go BYU. I love BYU.
Both going with the Cougars against Texas Tech. Guns up, grades up, or guns up with Texas Tech. All right. I assume both of you are picking Ole Miss to beat the Citadel straight up.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right.
Sounds great.
I figured as much. There's no line on that game because the Citadel is not a Division I team, so there's no betting line. I'm sure you can find that offshore line somewhere. I'm not searching for that. We'll leave it with both picking Ole Miss. The Rebels 7th in the country in the AP poll, 6th in the country in the CFP that came out on Tuesday night. They entertained the Citadel at noon on ESPN2. So, Greg, this would be a good time to ask what's your hours for Saturday?
I mean, it's just hard to be closed, you know. You would think there might be some people leaving at halftime to throw some stuff on in the afternoon for the night. So I'm just going to be here all day. I don't know if YouTube TV has set up with ESPN yet, but whatever. Well, there's no horse race. Well, there is some horse race in Churchill Downs, but we'll throw something on.
Okay. All right.
We'll definitely be open from 10 to 6 on Saturday.
All right. All right, Greg, we go back to the SEC the rest of the way. It's third-ranked Texas A&M. They're third-ranked in everything, including the college football playoff that came out on Tuesday night. They head to Missouri. Missouri desperate for a win here for any hope of maintaining contention for the playoffs. It's a 2:30 game on ABC in Columbia, Missouri. The Aggies, Greg, are 6-point road favorites.
Oh man, I love the Aggies here. I think they definitely can get it done. They're sneaky good and they're on a roll. And my buddy Reagan Swinbank, his horse won the Breeders' Cup race. So got to stay on the cloud. So let's go A&M by more than a touchdown.
All right, Caroline, he's going to take the Aggies and lay 6 points in Missouri.
I'll go with A&M too, and I do not like A&M.
Yeah, they look really good though. So far, they look like the most complete team in the SEC. They've played really well so far this year. But hey, the pressure ratchets up now. Now we get
an easy schedule helps. Not saying that they've had a really easy schedule, but definitely helps that Ole Miss has got to call a couple breaks with the schedule too. So you just got to catch some breaks and get some teams at the right spots.
Yeah, they flirted with disaster a couple of times. A&M has. All right, we go to Nashville, Tennessee, Caroline. It's Vanderbilt coming off that they just had a bad start, and they dug themselves a deep hole, and they tried to get out of it, and they almost did, but they didn't quite. They lose at Texas by 3. Now they're at home against Auburn. It's Tigers' first game without the Reverend Hugh Freeze. Saw we're at practice yesterday under DJ Durkin. They stopped with all the gospel stuff and all this stuff. They just actually had a football practice. So don't know how that's going to work. I mean, you wonder, shut up, Neil. Auburn is a 7-point underdog, Caroline, at Vanderbilt. Clark Lee and the Commodores trying to stay in the national race. To do it, there's no more margin for error. They have to start off by beating Auburn.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Vanderbilt. I also wanted to ask, have y'all seen, hate to talk about her on the air, but whatever.
Let's do it.
Madison Freeze's TikToks that she's been posting.
I did watch TikTok number 1. It was.
You don't want to watch TikTok number 2.
Well, let me just tell you.
Like, let me shed light. I'm like, girl, you just got millions of dollars. And she's like, I need to shed light on this industry and how hard it is. And the comments are hilarious.
Madison Freeze, Hugh Freeze's daughter.
Oh.
Yes, she posted 2 TikToks shedding light, word for word, on her dad being fired and how she lives in a home from the 19th century. She said, I live in an old home, and she's acting like, I mean, it's crazy. It is literally crazy.
Keep going. No, I'm enjoying this. So TikTok number 1.
Really?
Yes, TikTok number 1 was the day that the firing happened, and she was
in bed.
Yeah, kind of teary. It was dark, and she was bemoaning the fact that her dad had not been given the time that they had promised and all of that. And you can imagine the feedback was why it was what she deserved. And then she came back. Was it the next day, Caroline?
Yes. Yesterday.
With TikTok number 2 saying, look, I realize that we got money, but she kept using the term walking through or something. All these people are walking through this.
Yes. And this shedding light is what really gets me. The fact that she's saying that she's shedding light on this. And she said, this is someone's comment, the reality of it is what she said. And it says, and it's her getting to go to school for free and live in a mansion and not have to work for the rest of her life. And her comment said, girl, you don't know me. School was never free. I live in a house built in the 1900s and I work and will continue to. It's just like, she's so tone deaf. She just got, like, how much money what was his, like, buyout or whatever?
$15.8 million.
Yeah, and she is acting like they're now poor. Yeah, it's crazy. And she should have stopped after the first video, and then she
should have stopped before the first. Well,
they didn't win. Look, I mean, you're in the SEC.
We live in a world where you're judged by wins and losses.
Well, I mean, here's the
you're not
thing.
going to give
Here's the thing. No, I'm going to say it. I don't care, Hugh. I know you watch everything and you listen to everything, but you know what I'm about to say is true. You were at Liberty. It was a perfect place for you because they do all the religious stuff. Everybody kisses your ass. They believed in the whole forgiveness.
You can coach from a hospital bed.
They believed in the whole forgiveness story and all the stuff. Nobody's perfect. I'm not judging. I'm not. But they believed in all that stuff, and you won. And at that league, your offense wasn't antiquated because everybody else was you didn't go up against elite athletes week after week. And you'd pull off an upset here and there, and everybody there would revere you. And you could pretty much do what you wanted. But here's the truth. You wanted the spotlight. You wanted the big stage. You craved it. You needed it. Your ego needed it. Your arrogance needed it. Everybody told you in your life, don't do this. It's not a good fit. But you wanted it so bad. And you got it. And at a place like Auburn, and I think Auburn's a cult, but at a place place like Auburn, and I covered them for 6 years, I worked in that state for 10. If you don't win, they'll fire you. And you didn't win. You didn't win at all. You lost to New Mexico State. You lost to Vanderbilt at home. You just lost and you lost and you lost some more. And they gave you a bunch of money to go out and buy players. And instead of getting another quarterback, you rolled the dice on Peyton Thorne. Nothing against Peyton Thorne. I'm sure he's a wonderful guy and his parents love him, but he's not a good quarterback. So that failed. Then, after you throw him under the bus, they give you money to go get a quarterback. And so you shop around and you shop around and you shop around and you go get Jackson Arnold, who Oklahoma discarded. And I'm sure Jackson Arnold is a wonderful young man and his parents love him very much. But he's not a very good quarterback. At some point, it's you. And Auburn said, that's enough. We're done.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like the Brian Kelly situation. Like, Brian Kelly would never look at himself in the mirror and be like, hey, you know what? This might be a me problem.
100%. And in this league,
let me get paid for me being a me problem and, and trying to figure out and move on with my career. Like, just accept failure. And it's hard for people to accept failure now. You have to accept it sometimes.
And Caroline, I'm curious whether you'll agree with this. When you make sure that you as a family, being honest, that you're down on the field all the time and you're making sure that the cameras see you when you win.
Oh, I can't. Okay, I'm going to give Landry Kiffin this and that family.
Mm-hmm.
They don't flaunt it. Like, she posts, but like, she's a sorority girl. She's, cute, like just like any typical sorority girl. But like Madison Freeze in particular, it is like absolutely obnoxious. Like the outfits and the going out and making sure she takes all these pictures with her dad and making sure that the cameras are around. And it was like, I mean, it was a sweet father-daughter moment, but she was wearing like a lucky jacket. And Hugh, sorry, I'm being so rude. Hugh was like,
it's just funny because we live in a world of likes and retweets. Like, if you say something that is cool, everybody's like, oh man, I'm gonna like that. That's and it's just, that's how we live our world now, is through likes and retweets and how many who we take our picture with and how cool we look doing it. And I just hate that that's the situation with a lot of people now.
Yeah, and that's how that family is. It is all for the cameras and the publicity. And it was that Arkansas game, which just already had me heated. And there was a video of them hugging on the field because she was wearing this lucky jacket. And I'm like, this is like the first time y'all have won in forever, and y'all beat Arkansas. Like, humble yourselves. That's exactly what I said on the show. And then, she just is obnoxious, basically.
Sorry. No, you're right. I mean, of the Kiffin family, the only one who really puts himself out there is Juice, the Labrador Retriever. I mean, he clearly he clearly has like an addiction to some social media love, But I mean, other than Juice,
he should.
And he should.
Like, Landry does not go out on the field hugging all over her dad, posting all these pictures with him. No. She doesn't. She like lives the life of a college girl, and that's how it should be.
No, I give their family a lot of credit. They really don't. I mean, you'll see Knox around, but he's not trying to obnoxiously be everywhere, and he's not posting all over social media about it. And Presley, the oldest daughter, plays volleyball at USC, and I don't ever, I mean, they're a family and they do stuff in the same way that I tweet and stuff about you guys, but I'm not comparing me to them. I'm not nowhere close, but you get my point. I mean, I thought they just kind of walked into it. I didn't have a lot of sympathy. I'm not wishing firing on anyone, but you asked for this, man. It's what you said you wanted. You got it, and you failed. Your offense is antiquated. Everybody caught up to it. This is a league full of really good coaches. Everybody's pretty good in this league. Even the crappy teams, like you mentioned, Arkansas. Arkansas has Bobby Petrino running their offense. I mean, he's a genius. I mean, they score points on everybody, right? I mean, Kentucky has a really talented defense. Oklahoma has a really elite defensive coaching staff. This is a brutal league. There's no room for people that are mediocre, and that's what he is. And it caught him. And the shame with him at Ole Miss, I'll say it for the gazillionth time, the shame with him at Ole Miss is that it's a shame that he got fired. Not because he got fired. It's a shame that he got fired because he didn't get to coach that 2017 season because his team had quit on him and that team was going to go belly up. And everyone was going to see it for what it was. Instead, and look, Matt Luke made a lot of money. Good for Matt. But they brought Matt in, and he went 6-6 with that team, which was an absolute coaching brilliant job. They weren't very good. Hugh had run the recruiting into the ground, didn't recruit defense. The team had quit. There was no emotion. They couldn't play in a bowl game because that had been taken away by the NCAA. And Matt did a really good job with that team in 2017. He really did. I'm not saying that Ole Miss should have given him more time. Ole Miss clearly did the right thing by hiring Lane Kiffin when they did. They absolutely worked out. But I'm telling you, the shame of it is that Hugh Freeze didn't get to coach 2017 because people would have seen what people like me saw before.
Yeah, I mean, you don't see Matt Luke build those condos. I mean, Lane Kiffin's that person that's going to build all those condos and bring those people in here.
Yeah. All right, Greg, Caroline clearly is taking Vanderbilt and laying the 7 points.
I'm going to take can I get the alternate line, the minus 14.5? Thanks. Or the minus 20.5? I mean, there was a couple comments that DJ Jerkin made. I was like, okay. The one that Kiffin retweeted was like, this is interesting.
Oh, about the play call. So, give me y'all's thoughts. Would it be obnoxious? I mean, Ole Miss plays the Citadel this weekend. It's not even a league game. Ole Miss doesn't play Vanderbilt this year and can't unless they go play in the playoffs. I can get away with this a little bit on Saturday, right? Just kind of cheering for a complete blowout.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm for the Doors on Saturday at 3. All right. Speaking of fired coaches, LSU fired Brian Kelly 2 weeks ago. It'll be Frank Wilson as at least the interim for now coach. They go to Alabama. This game, Greg, is on ABC at 6:30. The Crimson Tide's an 11.5-point favorite over LSU.
Yeah, I just see a lay down. I think Alabama rolls 2 touchdowns easy for sure.
All right, Caroline, he's going to take Alabama and lay a pretty big number against LSU.
I'll go with Alabama.
Okay. I tend to agree with both of you. Alabama, by the way, 4th in the college football playoff poll that came out on Tuesday. Again, Ole Miss was 6, Georgia 5, Alabama 4. So strong SEC. Texas A&M 3. So 4 of the top 6 in the college football playoff poll, SEC. All right, one final game, Greg. You were just in Lexington. This game is in Lexington. It's the Kentucky Wildcats coming off their big win at Auburn. They're at home this week against the Florida Gators. Gators played Georgia well but lost. 6:30 on SEC Network. Hey, Caroline, I think it's your turn. Florida, Caroline's a 3.5-point road favorite at Kentucky.
I'll go with Florida.
All right. Greg, she's going to take the Gators.
I'll take Kentucky and hopefully Mark Stoops gets a contract extension after this big win.
All right.
Save the basketball money. Don't spend it on football.
I said this earlier. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know that Kentucky's made up its mind yet.
No, well they've got basketball season going on, so they've got at least a month.
They're going to be really good in basketball. Yeah. By the way, the league is really good in basketball. Ole Miss plays at home with ULM on Friday night, 6:30. The Rebels looked really good the other day. Caroline, I saw some of the Razorbacks, and I've talked to some people who've seen Arkansas in person, and they rave about that team. It's a fun year in the league. There's going to be some. I think there's 6 to 9 really good SEC teams, and then after that, there's some good ones, and then I think there's only 1 or 2 bad ones. It's a league. It's a tough league in basketball.
Yeah, league's deep.
All right,
NIL's definitely helped out basketball.
No question. We'll wrap it up there. Again, don't forget 662-259-2999. Send in your order. You can text it in, get 10% off. You can obviously call it in, and you can stop by 2008 University Avenue in Oxford. We'll be back next week with another edition of The Butcher versus the Dance Instructor, presented by LB's Meat Market. For Greg Jones, for Caroline McCready, I'm Neil McCready. Until then, take care.